ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. This episode, not necessarily a running back you would avoid. However, where he gets drafted, that is important. And keep that in mind too. Not all players are going to be players that you must avoid or must draft. Sometimes it's very dependent on when you draft them. And unfortunately for me, and again, it hurts because I am a lifelong 49er fan and I always want to see this player do good. But Chistian McCaffrey getting drafted in the first and second round of drafts, to me, too rich for my blood. And there's a litany of reasons why. And I'm sure if you follow some other people, you've probably heard a good majority of them, right? The amount of touches that he had. He had 413 combined touches last year. There's bound to be regression with that. On top of that, man's 30 now. The time of this recording is June 13th. That man, his birthday was on June 7th. So he is officially 30 years old now. Something else to keep in mind, the offensive line. Now, the line was already bad last year. And whether it was Chistian McCaffrey with the age catching up, where we were starting to see a decrease in his efficiency as his yards per carry dropped to a pretty sad 3.9. I mean, there was a lot of times throughout the season that he just could not find a hole to run through. But now you also are coming back with Trent Williams, who is going to be 38 this year. The 49ers also lost Spencer Burford, Ben Barch, and Matt Hennessy. Now, they did draft 2 offensive tackles. I'm sure there was other changes additions that they made in the offseason, but is it going to be better? Or is it going to be much along the same? That we don't know. Plus, they have a new assistant who has some O-line history, but that's yet to be seen because he's a relative no-name as far as the coaching world goes. Also, Kyle Shanahan has actively come out and stated that he wants to lighten Chistian McCaffrey's workload. And it makes sense because at 30 years old and with the injury history that Chistian McCaffrey has had, you can't really expect him to have back-to-back seasons with 400 plus touches altogether. That's with, running and catching. Now, realistically, where do I see Chistian McCaffrey winding up as far as total of touches go? You might see him around like the 320, 350. So a pretty good chunk, I think, would be taken off his plate if some key factors come in. And that is the rookie that they just drafted, Kalen Black, who already is coming in saying that he wants to prove doubters wrong for Kyle Shanahan drafting him where he did. Because remember, there's a couple people, Stribling included, that people felt the 49ers reached to get. So he's on a mission to basically back his coach up. So I expect him to come out balling, although I never do expect too much when it comes to rookies because they have a history of letting us down, don't they? Jordan James is coming back. He got injured last year, but he was making some noise and name for himself as well. Garindo will be gone. That guy, he's just poor guy, can't stay healthy after his fucking rookie breakout season where he showed like some good potential. Now he tore like a pectoral muscle working out, something like that. So he's done, and I wouldn't be surprised if that spells the end of his tenure with the 49ers. But regardless, some other things that I want to point out, right? Chistian McCaffrey, when he is on, and there's nobody better. You cannot find a better dual threat running back when Chistian McCaffrey is healthy. But now, history tends to repeat itself. Okay. On top of Chistian McCaffrey having not 1, not 2, but 3 2,000-yard total scrimmage seasons, with this last one included, I wanted to just bring up a point about the last 2 times he's done this in his career. So back in 2019, Carolina Panthers, he had 2,392 total scrimmage yards. Okay. He became the 3rd running back ever in history to not only rush for 1,000 yards, but also have 1,000 receiving yards. And he almost completed that again this last season, which would have been phenomenal because he would have been the only one to do it twice. But now let's go to the following season. Okay. 2020 managed to only play 3 games, and in those 3 games, he was still playing pretty good. He had 374 total yards, but again, 3 games, body wore down. Your body can only take so much, and in those 3 games, he had 59 rush attempts in those games. All right, now let's fast forward a little bit. This is his now 2nd season with the 49ers, right? Because remember, 2022, he was traded mid-season. He played 6 games or 11 games with the Niners, played 6 with the Carolina Panthers that year. Still had a very good season. 2023, he gets 2,023 total scrimmage yards. What does he do the very next year? Oh, look at this. 4 games, 50 rush attempts, 348 yards. I mean, history repeated itself back to back. So when you look at that and you look at how similar those seasons were too, I mean, think about it. 59 carries, 50. He played 1 game more, but he got 9 carries less. Okay. Yardage, rushing yards. And that's that first season where he played 3 and got hurt, 225 rushing. The one with the Niners and he got hurt, 202. 374 total yards on one of those seasons, 348 on the other. Both were the exact season following a 2,000-yard total scrimmage campaign. Do you want to take that gamble on someone who is now also 30 years old with a questionable offensive line? I'm just saying. Going in the 1st and 2nd round, I'm not touching him. 3rd round, I may still take that gamble again because of the fact that it is Christian McCaffrey. And he also is he's a PPR machine. Really. I mean, he had 100 receptions last year. And that alone is a very, very good boost to any stat line when you're playing in PPR and fantasy football. Now, I will say this, with the additions of Mike Evans, Stribling, who they have high hopes for, they got Cowing and Watkins coming back from last season. Kittle will be coming back at some point and is trending to start the season. Will that happen? Who knows? But they're saying he's ahead on his rehab. So if that happens, I don't see Christian McCaffrey being forced to take another 100 receptions throughout the year. So that number will probably regress just for the simple fact that the team's starting off the season healthier. Will it remain that way? Who knows? So for me personally, I would say if I would to draft Christian McCaffrey at all, the earliest, and I mean, I would be really, really hard pressed it would be down to the wire pushing that button on him. 3rd round. And honestly, I don't see that happening. So I probably won't end up with a lot of Christian McCaffrey stock this year. But I hope you take the stats and the numbers and everything that I've pointed out to you, and you take that into consideration when it comes draft day and you are considering what player you want to pick up. And as always, man, you guys already know I can help you win. I can take you to the promised land, but it's only if you ask.